For this first hack, I'll be using this paper towel holder. I got this at Dollar Tree. I've got plenty of this at home, and you've seen me use this to construct my organizers, but this one is a simple hack where you can just use this as is without any additional tools needed, and you'll just insert your coffee or K-cups and voila, there's an instant stand or holder for your coffee pods or chocolate pods or tea pods. So this is perfect for a small space, especially those who are living in tiny homes or even in dormitories or small apartments. And here's how you can set it up. Have a tray where you can have your single dispenser coffee maker, as well as the hack for your coffee pod stand, and then maybe sugar and then some stirrers or maybe even creamers. I love this one. It's simple. It only takes a few seconds to complete. For the next hack, I'll be using this pill bottle, and I have plenty of this because we have quite a bit of maintenance medications. You know, Life at 50 and Beyond comes with some aches and pains that need some maintenance or medication. So I often use this to hold my cash or dollar bills, especially when I am traveling. So there are some backpackers that would travel lightly, and if you have everything in just one backpack, this is a good way to hold your cash. It'll keep it dry, it'll keep it safe from any spillage, especially if you have other items in your bag or your purse. So I tend to keep also some wipes inside my bag. Sometimes I have some bottled water, and the scary part is when the bottled water will pop and then you have a wet notes or dollar bills. Another way to use this, not only for traveling, if you want to organize your purse and you don't have a holder or a place to keep your earpieces or your headsets that come with your mobile devices, like for your cell phones, and this is a perfect place for this one. And like I'm showing you the wired headset that I have for my iPhone. So again, I just pop it in the peel box and then put it in my purse and ready to go. Another way, again, for those who are traveling to keep your jewelry safe, this is another place to put it there. You can also use this to organize your earbuds, you know, for cleaning your ears. Again, the possibilities are endless when using pill boxes, and they come in different sizes. This is one of those thinner or smaller ones. There are even bigger or the fatter ones that you can use as well. Another one that I like using is the shaving blade containers. I love those containers. They're small, they're compact, so if I want to organize my purses, I don't throw away this when I'm done with the blades, because I can use these containers to organize small items that I can put in my purses. For example, this one, I can put my rings or earrings. If I am on a short trip travel, I can put it there. See here, I just put my wedding ring as an example, but you can use also to put other smaller jewelry and even pins, or even, you know, safety pins, if you want to just organize it with some smaller items that you usually would bring with you. Now here, this is the most common way for me when I'm traveling, especially when I am just going to a day trip and I don't really need to carry so much. So this is where I can also organize and hold my medications for the day. So just an example, I just put some pills here, but sometimes I do have my vitamins as well. So instead of me carrying the whole bottles or my other pill box containers, I use that small one. Now here is another one that I like reusing. It's a napkin or a glove container or box. So I don't just throw away the empty boxes. I use them to dispense my garbage liners. Like this one here, I have a roll of garbage bags. I just use this because instead of putting them under my sink and it's a mess, then I organize them there. And for my shopping bags, instead of me just kind of crumbling them in one place, I can fold my shopping bags, my reusable shopping bags, and then I can just corral them or put them inside one of those boxes, and then either I put them in my kitchen or wherever I need them, or I can put them inside my car, and then I will just organize all my grocery bags inside, and then I will just dispense depending on how many bags I would need. So it's just a way to organize the items so that they are not messy. You can hang this on the wall or behind a door or underneath your sink using some command strips. So this will be another way to save space in your cupboard, underneath your sink, in the cabinets or pantry, behind the door, to just put some command strips and then just stick it on to the surface. And here's another item that I don't like to just throw away. I like reusing this glucose test strips bottle, the empty ones. I can use this to, again, hold some small jewelry pieces, as well as some pins and maybe needles and safety pins or earrings or studs or buttons. And if you have plenty of this, if you are maintaining yourself or you have some of this, several of this, you can actually organize multiple items here and just label the top or the lid to organize your crafting beads or maybe even glitter instead of just throwing them away. Another household item that I love to reuse are the empty disinfectant wipes containers. As a matter of fact, I had a previous DIY or video where I showed how I use this for other things, and I will be linking in the upper right hand corner an iCard and also in the description box the video where I showed how I use this. So I've thought about this because I've been purchasing these rolls of garbage liners from Amazon. If you're interested, I will be putting the link in the description box. It's not sponsored, but this is the perfect size, so fitting perfectly inside the empty disinfectant wipes container. So if ever I need the liner, I will just use this to dispense it. Keep in mind, this is not going to fit those tall kitchen bags, so just make sure to kind of see if you can estimate the size for what it would be best for. So again, like I said, I've been using these clear plastic garbage liners, and I will be putting in the description box below the link to the item. So I just remove the wrapper or the label and just leave it as is, keeping it white and simple. But if you're creative, if you want to be more creative about it, you can paint this, or you can also wrap it with nice paper. And here's another item that would have been destined into our recycling bin, is this cake packaging. And I love this because it's also very durable. Some organizer stores would sell this for about $1 or even more, but I got it for free because it's inside the item that I just used up or ate up. So it's just a tip for you there. Before you throw away anything, check first if you can reuse them so that you don't have to purchase anything just because you want another organizer. So for this one, I can show you that I can use this for my condiments or seasonings or even bottled medications. Like I said earlier, you know, for maintenance medications, for vitamins. So instead of buying another container, I can just use this to corral my pills, vitamins, and other medications. And then the good thing about this, it will fit inside a medicine cabinet, or you can use this to organize small jars or bottles like this two that I purchased from Target Dollar Spot last month. They fit perfectly inside, so if I want to make some jams or if I want to hold some candies in there, I can corral them there as well. Now I'm showing you that I can also organize my hot cocoa sachets, the milk chocolate and the dark chocolate also. Again, the possibilities are endless for this container, and it's perfect for holding these types of items that are in my kitchen. Another items are the tea bags, so I can organize my tea bags inside also this container. So think about it again. Like I said, please reuse, upcycle, or recycle before you throw away things. Find ways to reuse them, and it's like shooting two birds with one stone. You can help get organized, and then also you're helping the environment. Another food packaging material that I like to reuse are the dessert packaging items. Like for example, in this type of dessert, this is an Asian dessert, this is mochi, and I'm on my last piece here, and once I'm done with it, I will reuse the tray that came with it. And I like that there are 6 compartments, so you can use this for so many things. For example, I like reusing this as my ice cube trays because it's food safe anyway. So after I rinse it or wash it, I will just put some distilled or clean water and then just put it in my freezer and make some ice cubes. And after the ice solidifies, it's again perfect and it's easy to pull apart. It's easier to remove the ice. Now let's make some iced coffee. And look, it even has some texture in it. Yeah, no rip. Let's put the creamer. Nice ice. These trays are also perfect for organizing smaller items. For example, the items that I'm showing you here, they're assorted items. I'm thinking about organizing my catch-all drawer in my kitchen. So here they are. I have another space for another tray. So I think I need to buy more of that dessert. And I want to show you again how easy it is to kind of reuse them. They're durable, like I said, and you don't have to spend extra money to just buy your drawer organizers. I'm sure I'm not the only one who reuses toilet paper or paper towel empty tubes or empty rolls. I use them to hold or organize my cables. So for example, I do have a lot of charging cables for different types of electronics. So this is the perfect way to hold them. And then what I do is I just kind of label the tubes also. You don't need to be fancy with this one. I just use a pen or a marker, and then I just place the marking of what it is for so that it's easy for me to find and identify them. So for example, one is for my Samsung Galaxy, one is for my iPhone, and then so on and so forth. I have also shown how I use this to organize my gift wrapping paper. So for example, when they're loose, so I just use these tubes also to make sure that I kind of keep the gift wrapping paper or even the vinyls that are used for my Cricut so that they do not unravel quickly. So I'm just going to be putting an insert on the upper right hand corner or the iCard so that you can watch that video where I created an organization for my Cricut items. So for longer or bigger cables, you can use the empty tube of paper towels. And then I use a shoebox to hold them all. So that's another item to organize things. So here is a video that I have inserted in here of a former DIY where I created this organizer for my pens, scissors. In my craft room, I just used 4 empty rolls of toilet paper, wrapped them with contact paper from Dollar Tree. I glued a small piece of cardboard underneath so that the items would not fall through. And again, like I said, I use them to organize my scissors, my pens, and colored pencils. And I created this over the door hanger organizer using the shower caddy from the Dollar Tree. So if you want to watch that video, I'm also going to insert the iCard here. Now, around this time, you probably have a lot of gifts of chocolates or cookies. So this is one of them. We often receive Ferrero Rocher from loved ones or friends and relatives. So once it's empty, I hate throwing them away. So I just reuse them as is. You can actually, I think, use acetone to remove the labels if you want to. So here I am showing how I'm going to use this acrylic box or container from Ferrero Rocher that I am going to be organizing my washies, my different washies. So this is a freebie organizer. A lot of these things that I'm using right now or showing you are all freebies. Of course, you may have spent for the original item, but to reuse them is really money saving. So I like that it's clear, you can see what's inside. Again, remove the label. It's just time consuming to remove that label. I think acetone or scraping it would do the work. But if you also want to cover it with another label, maybe do a Cricut label or maybe just print something from your printer paper and then just put their washi organization or your washi collection. So I have 2 here. And I just stack them one on top of each other, and then I just put them on my work table in my craft room, or I like embellishing my journals as well as my date books with washi. Shipping boxes are popular items for reuse and upcycling, and like I said, I may not be the only person doing these things. I try to reuse items and upcycle. This is one of the videos that I've created a year ago, I believe. So I just redid this, and what I'm doing here is I was just inverting it or kind of putting it inside out because the contact paper from Dollar Tree is kind of see-through or translucent, that you will see the writings from that Amazon shipping box. So what I've done is I kind of unraveled it or dismantled it so that the markings or the labels are inside, and then the clear or the clean part without any writings or prints are on the exterior part. And then here are some of my leftover contact paper. I love using the ones from Dollar Tree because it only cost me $1, but I believe they've raised their prices this past few months. I think they're no longer $1 each. It's kind of sad because the affordability with $1, but I do understand the economics there behind. That's why they raise it to $1.25 now. But of course, it's kind of sad. But anyway, reusing items destined for the trash or your recycling bins would cut the cost of your projects. So if you have to purchase just the contact paper from Dollar Tree, you don't need to buy anything else. And again, reuse the shipping boxes, especially this time of the year when you probably received a lot of gifts during the holidays. Instead of throwing them away, just make sure that you kind of reconfigure them to the item or organization item that you want to use them for. For example, in this one, I wanted a shallow but wide container, and I want to use this to organize my towels. So whether I put it inside our linen closet or underneath the bed, this would work well. So as you can see here, I've been trimming some more parts of that box so that I can use the unprinted side and kind of double them up, because again, those paper from Dollar Tree, the contact paper, are translucent. You can see underneath if you don't do that. So I am just putting this and covering to make sure that it is presentable. It doesn't look really sloppy in a way. So I mean, even though this is reusing or upcycling, I don't want it to look unpresentable. So I'm just covering all the portions in order for me to make it look like it's something that, although it's handmade, it is really done well. And this is one of my favorite projects. It only cost me the contact paper. I didn't actually buy the contact paper to do this. I have a lot of extras because I'm a YouTuber, I'm a crafter. So, but if you have to purchase only the contact paper, or because again, this is the gift giving season, you must have received some gifts with nice wrapping paper. So if you have extras, and if you want to recycle or reuse those wrapping papers, you can use them also to cover boxes or shipping boxes to make them as organizers. So I'm just creating 2 holes here so that I can insert to where I can put in my rope so that I can create a handle. Because again, I want to use this either on my shelf so that I can pull this out easily, or even underneath the bed, I can use this handle to pull it out easily if it's under the bed. This is the nautical rope. I purchased this also at the Dollar Tree. And I'm just creating knots here so that when I pull it out, it will not unravel. And it will stop it from getting unraveled. And voila, these are the hand towels and some linens and face towels. And I'm just placing this in my linen closet. And I am going to again insert my linen closet organization on the upper right hand corner, where I showed also this DIY there as well. But since I'm showing you some upcycling videos, I kind of included things that I've done in the past here in case you're new to my channel, or if you want to revisit if you have been here and you've seen here before. Now this one is for the empty cookie canisters or cans. Again, this time of the year, you probably receive gifts with cookies in them, and most of them come in big containers such as this one. But of course, since you probably wouldn't want to just use it as is with this print on it, so that you want to make sure that this is all year round, what I've used this for is to create a bread box. So make sure that you do not paint the inner part, because again, we want to make it as food safe as possible. But the external part, you can definitely do whatever you like with it. You can cover it again with contact paper or decorative paper. What I've been doing for projects like this that I enjoy doing a lot with used cans or empty cans is repainting them with my paint. So I'm just using this chalk paint and I just covered the body or the bottom part. Now for the top part, instead of painting it, I am using a nautical rope that I got at Dollar Tree. So what I'm doing here is I am just spinning it or winding it around so that I can have a starting point. So you've seen me use a hot glue gun to just connect the middle part or the starting point, and then I continue to spin it around so that I can cover the top of my can or my canister. So just use hot glue. I'm not using hot glue everywhere or all around, in just places that I just need them to just reinforce, especially when I'm putting the nautical ropes together and attaching them so that I can secure them in place on top to cover my lid. So this is in a farmhouse style and it looks really nice, reusing your cookie cans, and instead of just throwing them away, you can reuse them to make nice containers. In my case, since it is food safe, I'm using this as a bread container. But you can also use this as, for example, a sewing box, and also maybe a project box or anything that you want to put it inside. I'm just using these poster letters from Dollar Tree. When I purchased my Dollar Tree items, they were only $1. But right now, again, to those of you who may not be aware, I think they've raised their price to $1.25. I haven't been at the store yet, but that's what I know. What had happened is that it's now $1.25. Now using Mod Podge, I am just protecting the top of the letters so that they won't unravel, and of course to protect them as well from any wear and tear. So this big container is perfect, and I'm just going to show you in our kitchen. These are some leftover bread. You can fit actually a whole loaf of bread inside, and some also leftover bread as well, like this ones here. I think these are some sourdough bread, leftover bread that we had, and then just cover the top, and that's it. I like that the lid, you don't really have to struggle to open it, because placing the rope made it a lot easier to put on top of the bottom part. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. You can watch the next video here, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day and a happy new year. Take care now. God bless. Bye-bye.